Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make an ice cream cake. Not just an ice cream themed cake, but an actual ice cream cake with ice cream inside the cake. It's coming right up. Hi everyone, I'm Amy. Welcome back to my kitchen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make an ice cream cake. Yes, we are putting actual ice cream inside of a cake. It's a really fun alternative to just your basic slice of cake with scoop of ice cream. It's lots of fun. Let's get started. So what you need is 3 or 4 cake layers, and I have pulled them out of my freezer to let them start defrosting just a little bit. And then you need your choice of ice cream flavor. And again, I have also pulled this out of the freezer. It's been sitting out on the countertop for about 15 minutes because we want to let it soften up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, you're going to need a cake pan and some parchment and a knife, a steak knife, because what we're going to do is we're going to get 1 cake layer, and I've just got my cutting board here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a very large circle in this cake. I want just a little bit, maybe a 1/2 inch of the cake left on the outside. And if you have a cookie cutter that large, that's great. If not, you can just totally eyeball it. There we go. It's just much easier to cut when it's not completely frozen. I really don't want this to break, so I'm carefully pushing that center out. Don't throw this away. This works great for cake pops, so I'm just gonna put that aside and wrap it and freeze it. So now I'm gonna get my cake pan and I'm going to line it with some parchment and just a really light coating of cooking spray, just for extra insurance. Now I'm gonna take this cake layer and place it in my pan, and I'm going to get my ice cream and I'm just gonna scoop it in here and pack it down as much as possible. Now I have seen bakers do ice cream cakes where the entire layer is ice cream and they'll fill the entire cake pan with just ice cream. And that's great. However, I think it's a lot more difficult to decorate because you've got that ice cream melting on the outside while you're trying to crumb coat, and you have to be really speedy and it has to keep going in and out of the freezer. But I found that if you leave just that little bit of cake on the outside, it keeps the ice cream colder and it enables you to do the crumb coat and not be so stressed about rushing it. And it's just easier to frost without the ice cream melting into your buttercream. So I just prefer this way. Get it right level with the top of the cake. For this cake, I have my chocolate cake layers, and I chose cookies and cream ice cream because I'm gonna decorate it with maybe some ice cream cones and some Oreos on top. So this flavor combo works perfectly. But you could do anything. You could do sherbet if you wanted to, some vanilla cake layers or lemon cake layers with some rainbow sherbet would be really fun. It's okay to go even a little bit above because I'm gonna do a ring of buttercream around here, but I want as much ice cream in there as possible. There we go. Pack it down. Now this will go into your freezer for at least an hour to get this completely solidified. All right, into the freezer we go. Okay, now that my ice cream is nice and solid, we're ready to start stacking our ice cream cake. So I've got my bottom layer on the cake board here. I put a little bit of buttercream underneath to just let it adhere a little bit, and then I'm just gonna pop my ice cream layer out and peel the parchment off, and we're just gonna stack. I don't put any buttercream on top of this layer because the ice cream just slides all around. Plus, you're really just going for a cake and ice cream taste. We'll have a little buttercream on the outside, but this is mostly about the cake and the ice cream. And then I will put just a tiny bit of buttercream on the top here. And I'll go ahead and put my top layer on, upside down always. Just Kind of make sure it's level. And you want to work fairly quickly. We're gonna go ahead, because you don't want the ice cream to become really soft again. So we're gonna go ahead and do our crumb coat. I've got some buttercream already in a piping bag here. It goes quicker if it's in a piping bag because you're able to just squeeze and spin. I like to fill in the gaps first. You want to just make sure you seal in the ice cream so it doesn't ooze out. Although you've got that layer of cake on the outside, so you should be good. Remember, this is the crumb coat, so it's okay if there's crumbs in there. You're just sealing in all those crumbs before you put on the outer coat. Okay, so I'm just about finished here. So now what you want to do, just in case your ice cream softened up a little bit, you want to make sure before you do the outer coat, you pop this back in the freezer for a good 20 to 30 minutes just to make sure it's completely solid again before attempting to decorate. But basically, it's all finished. It's just, you have this blank slate here ready to decorate however you wish. I'm gonna go ahead and put a fun finishing touch on this and we'll just see how it turns out and we'll cut into this one. So what I did is I pulled it out of my freezer and I let it sit for about 10 minutes to soften up just a bit so that I could cut into it. So I'm not cutting into like a solid rock of ice cream. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. And there's our ice cream cake. How awesome is that? So if you love cake and ice cream together, you're going to love trying out this ice cream cake, and I bet anyone you serve it to is going to love it too. If you want to see more tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you here next time. Bye!